Here.
Oh, let me tell you something, brother. Welcome to the Real Weird Sickos podcast. My name is Charles Kahn, the mean bastard. Not your mean buddy, your mean friend, your mean bro, or a memento. It's mean bastard. That's me. Hi everybody. Hello. Hi, how are you? With us, as always, is the ever lovely, ever popular Miss Dojens. Hello, Dojens. Jenna, how are you?
I thought you were gonna say the ever loving.
Yeah, ever loving.
I felt like that would probably be a little bit more natural.
Dojangles.
What the fuck is this? Are you doing like AI music like fucking Locale Live? Have you heard that, by the way? We have another guest too. Well, not a guest. We have another host.
Person, and then we can get to the AI music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also our co-host Scumbagovich.
Okay, can we talk shit about AI music for a second? Like,
Yes.
you totally, this isn't even on the docket. Oh God, it's fucking terrible.
She's popping off. You woke
It's
up angry.
so
I can
bad.
hear it.
You know what? Like
Welcome to hell.
like fucking like Locale Live is so goddamn motherfucking cheap because first of all, they couldn't pay Tommy C. I have a little bit of a cold too. That's why I sound like a fucking like
Boo.
I don't even know. But they not only could they not pay Tommy C for the longest time, they have like AI, like all of their shit is AI. Okay, so like their logo is like some boomer fucking AI, and now they're doing like this fucking like country song that they keep tacking on to. It's about boogie.
Really? It doesn't sound like this?
Basically, actually worse. It sounds worse. And way worse actually. And it's so fucking annoying. It's the most obnoxious song I've ever heard in my fucking life. I can't express to you how much
Jenna,
I hate it.
I
Did
understand
somebody
where
get a
you're coming
soundboard, by the way? Did somebody just get a soundboard?
No, they built it into Discord. We've been playing with it on the one that
Oh my! Did
we
they
had it
really?
last time. Yeah, Frankie
did?
got to hear some of it. We played with
I
it last
did?
time. You did.
Oh, you guys recorded the lost episode. It's a lost episode. You guys will never hear.
Yeah.
It's lost
Let's
media
just say we said some words we shouldn't have said.
I
We
didn't say
may have
anything.
threatened violence
I wasn't
against
there, so
I am the most well-behaved person I've ever met. I've never
I
said anything
was
weird online.
not there, so I can't attest to any
as
of
someone
it.
who has to constantly disavow every single thing I say. In fact, everything we've said already on this podcast I disavow. Maybe I am the meme bro and Memento and the other guy. Maybe that really is me.
You're not bro because you didn't even hang out with us. You didn't even hang out with us like this past weekend.
Well,
That's
you
true.
know,
Why weren't you here? Why didn't you go to the city? We got halal. You didn't.
you know,
We had rooftop drinks.
I got Culver's. I got to eat Culver's.
I rode the subway and got like 13 different fucking diseases. I'm like 100% sure that this is why I'm sick.
You got New York COVID.
That's like super
That's
COVID
just the
and
air.
AIDS.
It's fine. It's just fine.
It's just out in the air there.
It's good for your immunity. You'll be fine.
Hey, come to New York. We got the COVID, eh?
You'll get stronger. You'll live
You'll
forever.
get strong. Hey, I'm walking here.
It's just
such a shame I'm not Italian. I could have leaned into that so hard. Every day I'm like punching the air. My name is already Frankie. Why couldn't they just make me Italian?
Well, you could totally pass.
Hey, we're from New York.
Italian passing?
You're
That's
Italian
awesome.
passing. You're Italian passing. Totally. 100% you're Italian passing.
Hey, we're from
Oh
New
my
York,
God.
huh? We do things a little differently, huh?
And,
Come on,
and you
huh?
can do like the female like catcalling of like men.
Look at this guy right here. He
I'm
must
not brave
work
enough.
out.
You're not brave
Maybe
enough.
if he's really hideous, like if he looks like Ron Perlman, I'll do it.
I would
I have
love to
one
go
exception.
catcalling in New
Yeah,
York,
like a thing
but
with,
I would
like,
catcall the men. That'd be funny.
Guys who are hideous.
God, he's
Anyway.
so
Hey,
ugly.
bro, you
He's
work
the
out?
ugliest. He is the most hideous man on the face of the planet.
Jenna, I'm
I
going to
think
tell you
he's
right now,
so
I know it's not on the
Oh.
list, but I wrote it down on my secret list that I really wanted to talk about the 1990 TV show Beauty and the Beast, starring Linda Hamilton and Ron Perlman. It's Beauty and the Beast.
Who's fucking him? Who's fucking him?
Oh,
Me.
this guy gets
Why?
a lot of ass.
I can't
Just
explain
toilet
it. It's
seats
just-
that don't get as much ass.
I was just born knowing this.
How old
The
is he
man-
now?
Wait, but hold
He's
on.
93.
We didn't finish bullying Charles for not coming to New
I
York.
know. So like, you could have had rooftop drinks with
Nope,
us.
not interested.
And the cheese plate. That
The
cheese
cheese
plate
plate.
went crazy.
What kind
I-
of cheese?
I think we
We
together,
talking
like,
French
for everything-
cheese?
Everything that day, we ate probably like a pound of just a straight pound of salt, but it was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
and
it was
then,
so good.
Then we had halal guys because like we hadn't had the halal guys like the whole time. Like
That
getting
killed me.
into the city.
I
So
was
good.
Ubering. You know when you're Ubering home? This isn't the same situation, but you know when you're Ubering home after something and you're like
Mhm.
plastered and you're hungry and you just realize halfway through, like, oh my God, I'm dying of dehydration. And
Yes.
I have a car ride before I get home.
Yes.
It was worth it because the halal was really good, but it was a lot of salt.
You could have just asked the driver, hey man, can we hit a Wendy's? Like, I gotta get something to drink.
Speaking of which, the only time that we got like the whole weekend. So it's like we were coming back from dinner. No, we were either coming back from dinner or
Were
going
you
to
coming or
dinner
going?
one of the nights.
She
can't
doesn't know if
remember.
she's
I
coming or
can't
going.
decide. I can't
Oh my
decide.
goodness.
So I can't remember if we were like coming back from like dinner at this place like near Wall Street. God damn it, Charles, I'm gonna kill you. I fucking hate that thing so much.
You shouldn't have told him the one thing that you don't fuck with because he's
Oh
gonna do it
God,
all the
I
time.
know, especially
Why
like
would you do-
like country AI. So like we're coming home, coming back to like the hotel, right? And we're like stuck in like Manhattan traffic, of course, which is really, really, really bad. I shit you not, like it was probably like a 3-mile ride. So obviously that's gonna take, naturally 35 minutes. The fucking like Uber guy played the same song on repeat.
What was the
It
song?
was not English. It was not English.
So it was
it
some of
was
that
a-
Sean Paul. Girl, got to
No,
get it hot.
No, it was a
Gonna burn
sad,
you up and
sad
no.
song in some language. And
Wasn't
it
it
was a
like
sad
Tamil or
song.
something?
Yes. And
That's the opposite of a sad song. That's a
it
very
was
happy
like,
song.
but no, it was like a slow. We looked it up on Shazam because it was like he played it that many times because it's like the song played, and then when it ended, about halfway through the second time, I look over and I was like, "Is this the same fucking song again?" Again, and then it was just again. It's like this guy just had it on repeat.
I've
It's
played
been
this song on
35
loop.
minutes. It's been 35 minutes at this point.
I played this
Like,
song
bro.
on loop.
Straight
Everybody
sadness.
loved this song. This song is the hot song. Everybody in my country loved this song. And I
Bro,
love,
it's
and
the
the accent,
saddest-
and here's the thing, Jenna, the accent I'm doing is indistinct. It's like a Johnny Quest villain. He's got kind of a gray-green complexion. You don't know where he's from.
Well, no, it was funny because it's like when we get into the Uber, because I'm the one who ordered the Uber,
Yeah.
and it's like Muda's getting into it first, and the guy's like, no, 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 and I was like, what? He's with me, and he's like, oh, 'cause he's like, no, 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 no,
Not in my taxi.
and it was just like, no, it was not a taxi. I'm too afraid to take a taxi in New York.
Yeah, I imagine the taxis would be nicer, but I don't know. Frankie, you're a New York
They're
lady.
fine. They're fine.
They're not. Is it
You
the
have to
same
exit- well-
indistinct foreign? Like, yeah, come on now,
You
I
have
know
to
the place.
exercise the same caution as you would getting into any stranger's car.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
about it. That's about
absolutely.
it. I don't even know if taxis are more expensive than Ubers anymore.
Yeah, I wonder.
Because they've been obliterated by Uber as an industry.
That's
I
what
don't
I'd
know.
heard. The Uber and the Lyft killed them out.
Ubers are
Yeah, well,
expensive.
You're paying an arm and a leg regardless. I don't think it
Yeah,
matters. But
true.
I haven't
I
taken a
hate
taxi in like 10
spending
years.
money. I hate spending money, and I'm
Then take
tired
the
of it.
train. Dude, the fucking
I'm ready to fully
MTA,
embrace some communism.
the fucking MTA is like $2, man. It's $2.
It used to be. It's about $3. It's almost $3.
It was two
It's almost $3.
something on my Apple Pay. It
was-
was like 2 something. I was really surprised.
It is $2.95, and it used to be
Damn, bro.
$2.75, and it used to be
But you
even
could
less
go-
than that in the distant past.
But you could go like 20 miles for that plus.
Yeah, California doesn't have mass transit
We
like
don't we
that,
don't
do
we
they?
don't have anything, but you know what we have? We have trams at Disneyland, okay? I have to get this story
Oh
off of
yeah,
my
yeah,
chest,
yeah.
though.
You were telling us on your world tour you went to Disneyland again.
Well, no, that's not a world tour. That's just something that I do when I'm
You went
local,
to Disney
when I'm
World.
near home. No. I've been to Disney World, but that's not been for like a few years. But no,
I
this is
forget
just
which one's Disney World and which one's Disneyland.
Disney
Disney
World is
World
in
is like
Florida.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
you
the
went to
main one.
Disneyland. You went
Oh,
on a
it
land tour.
No, I mean I'm pretty much like something that I do just when I'm local anyway. I mean that's not even anything at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
I'm local. I'm local. We're local.
So no, so it's like, you have like, you go from like, they have like the parking garages, like, the parking structure, and then you take a tram and it takes you up by the gate because that's just too long of a fucking walk.
Mm.
So the end of the day, so it's like they run trams like all the time. So it's like there'll be like 3 trams parked at the end of the day. You go catch one, you don't get that one, hey, there'll be one like 5 minutes later, 3 to 5 minutes later, there'll be another one. So me and my friend are getting on the tram. And mind you, there's a lot of seats on the tram, and the like in one row, you could probably fit, 5 or 6 adults comfortably. I mean, that's like if they're all like really skinny, 6, regular
Can I
size.
can I make
Hmm.
a really quick guess as to where this is going? Because I didn't
Oh,
actually check the show notes. Like I kind of
this
skimmed it. I
this
didn't
is
check.
something I added last minute in the group chat.
Oh
So
yeah, okay. Can I make a guess?
yeah.
This gonna be. Do you guys remember the subreddit called Fat People Hate?
I
Do you
never
remember
saw
how
fat
there was
people
an
hate. I
entire?
just live it. I just live it.
Do you remember how there was a
Ding
subreddit
ding 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 ding.
like 9 years
Fat
ago?
girls
Because it was
are
just,
back.
dude. It
Da
was
da 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 da.
it was just these people who sat there all day and mauled about the existence of hypothetical fat people that existed somewhere else. And I don't know why,
Bro.
but something about the way you're introducing this, it sounds
Okay.
like one
So
of
like
those.
so this is let me set the scene for you. Okay. So it's
Take me
like
there.
it's 11:30 p.m. Okay? Like park's closing. Feet are tired. I've been there pretty much all evening. I'm ready to go to my car and I'm ready to leave. And me and my friend get on this tram. So there's 2 of us. So it's like you remember, like 6 adults if you're really, really skinny, 5 if you're like just, like average sized, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting there. We're the only ones in the row. They're doing like last call for the tram that we're on. We're sitting at the very, very back. And, we're just like, all right, cool. Like finally we get to go back to our car. This is cool. All of a sudden, the final, like the very final boarding for it. These
Wait
3,
for me.
like literally, like the fucking like cattle herd moved on through. Like, okay, what's think of like the body positivity people.
I feel bad even laughing because I mean, kind of, I'm getting back there, but I
You
was
wouldn't
such a
feel
former,
bad because
girl, I was such a former fatty and I live this.
okay, but like here's the thing.
Frankie,
I'm
how
talking
big
like
were you? How big?
I was pretty large. I was pretty large and in
Pushing
charge.
500, 700.
no.
700. Yeah, you guys didn't see me when I was at the whale stage.
They
But
have some
continue,
whales out
continue.
there.
No, okay, so I'm talking these women are boogie size.
All right, so they're talking
there's
450.
there's no way Frankie that you were boogie sized. Absolutely no
I'm
way.
curious how big was she? What was
Like
happening when she got on
400s,
the tram?
400s, they were 400s.
When you
These
got
women,
on
they
the
were
tram, did it make a noise like, oh?
okay, so here's the thing. So it's like, keep in mind, remember, you could fit 3 more people in there comfortably, not 3 more plus size people in there comfortably. Okay. All 3 of them come in to sit in this row. Okay. So I'm sitting, like my friend is she's sitting by the door. I'm sitting the one person over. So I'm sitting next to somebody who is literally globbing on over into me, spilling. She's spilling over into me. She's sitting kind of on her side. So her front is facing my side. Okay.
Did she seem remorseful?
She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But she's spilling over me. Like at this point, it's just like, when you try to like,
Well, she did say sorry.
She did, but it's like now I have to ride like 5 minutes with you lobbed over onto me. When you could have just waited for the next tram. When you could have waited 3 minutes for the next tram to come. But no. Y'all had, but did they have to all get and try to like cram into the same row?
Was it a real Disneyland experience if an enormous human being didn't get one of their body parts on
I
you in a tram?
had that. I have never had it quite like that.
I
So
feel
we're
like that
riding back.
happens.
She's breathing like really, really hard on me because they had to run to the tram. So the whole 5 minute ride, back to the fucking like parking structure was her breathing heavily on me. I mean, heavy breathing, heavy. I'm out of breath. I'm probably gonna like keel over and die breathing. She's globbed out. It's hot. Okay. It's like, it is a nearly goddamn 100-degree day. Okay. Like it's hot even at night because it's 11 o'clock at night. It's still like 80 degrees. It's fucking hot. So just imagine like all the sweat, the breathing, the globbing over.
I
And
have a
you know what?
question. I have a good question.
Yes.
What was the smell?
Yeah, what's the smell?
I was really trying to like face like my friend like over to my left because I kind of didn't want to know, but it was sweaty. Like it's the sweat smell. It wasn't like anything that was too bad. And yes, while she was very apologetic and her other friend was too, it still was kind of like you should have waited for the next tram. Like you knew you shouldn't have gone. You could have waited like 3 more minutes. And usually I'm very, very tolerant. I don't have like a lot of problems with things. But when you're way up in my personal space like that, when all you had to do was wait 3 minutes, that's when it's kind of like, damn, it's just really your world and I'm just living in it. Because then it's like the have you ever seen the TikToks of like the plus size travel people?
Oh, those
Yeah,
big fat girls
with
that are
the
like,
belt
I've got
buckles?
the fat girl leg, and I've got the theme park rash on my leg from walking
When they're
so
just
much.
like a lot of these places are just not like plus size accessible. Like there's not enough room for you? Like what? Like come
The
on.
one
Like
of her trying to get inside one of the ride, it's like I guess they have a chair that like lets you test if you're too fat for the ride. She gets
Yep.
in and she
Mhm.
can't get in. She's so big. These
Yeah.
places never ever accommodate bigger people or
It's a
plus
safety
size
issue.
people. Yeah.
It's like there was one where she was getting on, she was like trying to get on the plane and she was complaining that she had a really bad like experience at O'Hare in Chicago. She's like, as an ambulatory plus size person,
Oh
she says,
God.
as an ambulatory plus size person, as she's riding a goddamn scooter,
Now ambulatory wheelchair.
means you can walk. Like you can't like you're not ambulatory. Like you are ambulatory, but you're choosing not to be. And you're talking about I'm an ambulatory plus size person who's just who's fucking riding a scooter. What?
Everyone wants a thing. Everyone wants their points.
It makes
I
me
think
mad.
I think we kind of did this whole rigmarole for the last 15 years.
Mhm.
A lot of people just they truly need to be their own category to feel special. But like I don't know, I kind of feel bad because a lot of the like super fat people, they're just people who are fat.
True.
It's not like they're not going to lose, 100 pounds overnight. They kind of do have to fit in an airplane eventually. There need to be some accommodations. But like I don't know, I just can't help but feel bad.
Well, they already are like some of like the airlines are giving like you can order like an extra seat and they don't charge you for them
I
if you
mean,
just stay up
within
front.
reason, right? Like when the modern
Right.
airplane as we know it right now with the aisles and stuff was invented, like people probably weren't typically 600 pounds, but we're all getting a little bit bigger.
But they
So
get
I
to
actually completely
pre-board.
understand this argument.
But they also get to pre-board. Like if you're heavier, you're allowed to pre-board and get on and get all comfortable before anybody else can.
No, does
I get
this
to pre-board.
I want to give this woman on the tram the benefit of the doubt.
I can't do it
Although
just the way she was just like, I'm sorry. You knew what you were doing. You could have waited. You
I'll
could
be
have
square with you,
waited.
girl. I'm just saying that because I wasn't
Ooh.
you. Maybe if I was sitting there that day, I would also
Yeah, have her.
harbor a hate
You
in
know
my
what?
heart
Next
forever.
time I'm taking you to Disney. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure this happens, Frankie. And I'm gonna sit you exactly where I was sitting. And I'm going to have some big bitch just completely spill onto you.
I'm gonna start size maxing now. So by the time we get there, I am the fat one. Then you
No,
can hurt because
no,
then you can hurt other people with me.
oh
It's
my
amazing. It'll be amazing. We'll work together.
Can we size max together? Could we be like the meme? You'd be like,
dude.
you
Imagine
be like,
the next time, like at VidCon, the next time anyone sees us, we're both like 400 pounds.
we're both like the fat girlfriend meme. Like I'm the blonde fat girlfriend meme, and you're like the dark haired like goth fat girlfriend meme,
Oh
and
my
we're
God,
just like
that's-
we're riding around scooters, and we're like
Yeah, but like
blushing.
no
Welcome
one's
to
allowed acknowledge that
hell.
we're 400 pounds. Like they can see it's clearly us, just a lot larger. Like no one can say anything. Oh my God, that would be really good. Actually, let's do
Next
that.
party, we're just rolling up in like our scooters like
Just
side
rolling
by
up to VidCon.
like we're trying to go to the next like Turkey Tom party, and we're trying to like go through the front door in our
We can't-
scooters.
through the door there
Excuse
to
me,
put us
Tom.
in the
Tom,
garage.
this is not handicap acceptable, like
Oh my God,
accessible.
that's so
Excuse
funny.
me.
Wait, actually, this would be so funny. I'll think about it.
And then we have like the weight loss like boot camp arc like after that.
We could just get Ozempic.
We can do this.
We'll be fixed. See, your suffering has led to potentially one of the funniest ongoing jokes that could start right now.
Jesus Christ. I can't. I fucking can't. It's like
The
Come
visual is
on.
really killing me right now.
really is like the whole fat girlfriend that like took over Twitter like forever ago.
Oh, it's
Right.
still taking over. I'm seeing her in all
Who
sorts
is-
of stuff.
I don't know
She's
who this
on.
is.
You don't know
I
the
thought
fat
you meant-
girlfriend meme? Like the
I'm-
one that the
All right,
NPC
so
is like fucking.
it's like a little
you know.
skinny
No,
Wojak.
wait. Before you continue, the visual that I had, you know that one, like, it's a really short clip from Family Guy where it's like three women sitting next to each other at a bar and they're all laughing and they start laughing like way too loud and they like form into one big fat woman instead. That's what I thought fat girlfriend was. I thought for some reason that's what that is.
It's
But
the
you
other fat
continue.
girlfriend. It's the one
I
that
don't
the
know what fat
NPC.
girlfriend
It's
is.
the one that the NPC is like. It's like the skinny like doomer like NPC guy.
It's like the Wojak man.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh
the
my God.
Wojaks.
Oh yeah, the fat back shots.
And there's like
Yes, fat back shots, exactly.
that
there's
was
like
that
the
was horrific. There was a
fattest
deep
girl in the
sadness
world.
in that image.
So there's,
Every
like, a
time
blonde-
we post
there's a
any
blonde
version of
one,
that,
too.
everybody has a strong reaction to that shit.
Well, people, they love to make Wojaks into like dress-up dolls now. There are a whole bunch of Wojaks that are just specifically intended to look like different types of people.
Yes,
I'm sure there's a blonde one.
there
sure
is.
there's
There is
everything.
like, well, it's the blonde. Like I saw, like there's a whole like, of course, there's like a whole Twitter account for like.
Oh, the trad wife fat one. Wait, yeah, I
There's
know
the
what you
trad
mean.
wife fat one, and it was like with the goth one, and they were like riding scooters together, and so that's
Oh
that's
my
just
God.
us. That's just us.
Wait, now I understand.
Mhm,
Oh, we have
mhm.
to do it.
For the memes.
I'm gonna DoorDash something right now. I'm getting started.
Here we go.
fat
50 chicken
maxing for the
nuggets.
memes.
At maxing, for every new subscriber, I will gain half a pound. People
No,
get to work.
no, because you're gonna be kidding. No, because don't do it. Don't
Oh,
do it.
Frankie.
No,
The
you're
curse.
growing too much. You're growing too much. You're gonna die. You're
You
gonna.
know, one of my like best friends on Twitter right now is the biggest BB warrior I've ever met in my life. He's like fully committed.
A BB
And I
warrior?
think-
What does that mean?
You know, like a BBW, like a big beautiful woman.
Oh, so
A
it's
BB warrior is a man who loves BBWs, and
a chubby
he's
chaser.
Is he
He's
black?
the commander in chief of BBWs.
Is he black?
I don't know his like.
There's a lot of brothers that they believe in more cushion for the pushing.
I don't know anything about him on a personal basis. I just retweet him a lot because he's really funny.
If
But-
she ain't 280, she ain't a lady.
Oh God, Jenna. Oh, Jenna, that's too much. If she
I
ain't,
know.
Really,
I
she
know.
ain't
It's too
280,
much.
she ain't a lady.
I don't know why you told him you didn't like it. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, now I have to play it 1,000 times
No,
every
no,
episode.
you don't. You don't. You actually don't, though.
No, I
You
think
don't.
AI music is demonic. I truly do.
I do.
I think everything AI is demonic. That's why I love doing it. That's why I
heard
love
the
using
Grok
it.
is
That's
really
even
good.
worse. I can't reason you out of that position. You just like it.
Oh,
I don't really care what
it's
people
part
do,
of
but
it.
I don't.
People
I
get
don't know.
mad at Charles for like doing AI art.
Oh, there's
I don't-
people who absolutely hate my guts for having done ever. It's like, you used AI, you sorry son of a bitch.
And then Charles would be like, "Check out this one I just made." Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm so horrible. Look at this one I just
Yeah,
made.
look at this barbarian. Here's Trump was a barbarian. Oh, look at this. I got Trump working at McDonald's now. Oh, here's Gandalf on a trail cam. He's being chased by
We
a dragon.
saw that. Frankie and I saw that on the subway.
Gandalf
I was,
on the trail cam?
no, I was looking at that ad and I was like, is that AI? I was like, those
yeah,
are AI people.
Yeah.
No, she's eagle-eyed. She was looking at some ad for like construction jobs or something, and she noticed like the guy's lapel on his shirt was like funny or something. I didn't even clock it.
I'm
It's
looking
everywhere
at both
now.
of the guys. It's like this guy's like, I'm looking. He's like, I'm looking for somebody to hire, and this guy's like, I'm looking for a job, and I'm looking at their faces, and I went, oh my god, they used AI.
Not even
Oh,
real.
it's everywhere. It's everywhere. But the good news, and this is only good news if you hate AI, much like I do. The good news is that it's becoming synonymous with like cheap and out of touch.
Yeah.
Not in terms of art. That's not like meant to denigrate you or anything. But like for instance, you brought up how LolCal Live, they couldn't even like hire somebody to do a logo. They just literally they just put together
They
some
slopping
slop.
it
I know
together.
exactly what I am, Frankie. I'm a
They're
slop
slopping.
merchant.
You
I
know what they're
slop the
doing?
hogs every day. Everybody loves their slop. I'm the lunch lady bringing in sloppy joes. I know how much you guys love it. Extra sloppy.
They are so
Isn't
lazy.
that a Keffels quote? Did Keffels not say, "I am the lead cafeteria of the lead lunch lady of the slopateria" or something like that?
I never listened to a single thing Keffels ever said.
She's the leading lunch lady of like
Of
stealing shit. Of stealing shit. I know
I
that
don't
for
know.
sure.
I just know the first time I heard slopateria was Keffels, and I was like, okay, well, you're reprehensible, but that's funny. I will remember
LocalLive
this.
Live is so fucking lazy that you know what they're doing? They're having people like they're calling them bounties, where they're having like their fans make like clips. They could either be AI or they could be any kind of clips, and like whoever gets the most views in like a week will get like a fucking like $50.
Oh man, $50.
They're getting people to make their shit for free, and then they're like, you could just make us some AI thumbnails, and whoever gets that gets like,
Wait a minute,
$20.
You can't even expend the 30-second labor required to make a thumbnail in AI. You have to ask another human being to do it.
That's the level of like lazy, cheap ass like we're dealing with at this point.
I mean, the really good stuff, there is some artistry to it. Like, it's not just, hey, let me cook this thing and like, here it is.
You gotta know your prompts. You gotta know your prompts.
Well, it's not just that.
I want to believe that. I want to intellectualize it that way. But it's like, if you have to take 5 steps mentally to justify something, it's probably not worth justification.
Well, in Midjourney,
some of the stuff is really cool, but I think it's demonic, like genuinely.
You can do what's called in-painting, where you select different pieces of it, and then you have to do like a new prompt there. Like, it's not just like a one-and-done thing. Like, some stuff, there's a little more finesse and trying to get it to do exactly what you want. Like, it's not just, a slot machine lever where you just keep pulling it and seeing what's going to come out. Although it can be that. You can use it that way. Some people use it that way. I use it that way sometimes. That's how it's used most of the time.
How's the grok?
I use grok to make Conan the librarian.
Caveman.
He's Conan the barbarian, but he's the librarian. Get it?
Oh, that one popped off. I saw that one.
Yeah, I did too. Like grok sounds so fucking dirty.
Worst idea ever. Not like
Elon,
Real Rich Sickos.
He's addicted to being
Real Rich Sickos.
Ooh. Okay, I like that one. He can't stop like implementing features on Twitter that are just designed to make people hate him, which I actually think is really funny, but I don't know if that's what he's trying to do.
He's working heel. I think he's trying to meet chicks and bang them. That's what his ultimate goal is on Twitter. This guy has 200 kids. He needs 200 more.
Oh God, and he'll have them too.
Yeah, there's enough gals out there that if Elon Musk slides in your DMs, you think that's a good idea. I know gals whose DMs he slid in. They showed me the messages, and it was him.
Are they really famous, or are they just like influencers, or like what's the deal?
It's a little bit of everything. So it's sometimes you'll see Mr. Musk,
So any of the mutuals like send pictures of their asshole.
I imagine Elon Musk has a lot of asshole pictures in his DMs all day, every day.
Okay, but do you know anybody that's like sent their asshole to Elon?
I would send mine to him.
Does it have to be an asshole? Could it be like any orifice?
Yeah, anything.
Well, yeah. Do you know anyone?
I'm taking that as a yes.
Would you
This
send an
deafening
alleged
silence.
asshole? These alleged
Deafening silence from
DMs,
Charles.
allegedly?
Oh, now it's allegedly. Okay, all right.
Alleged.
Definitely
I see.
allegedly.
Okay,
No
Jen,
fun.
you're over the target. It's alleged. But we will
Okay,
speculate no more.
Allegedly, when Elon allegedly DMs people that you allegedly know, did these people allegedly send some body part picture of them
I don't
back
know.
to
They
Elon,
didn't know what to
allegedly?
say. They were like, "What's going on? I just got DM'd by Elon Musk."
I feel like a normal person would just assume this was some kind of elaborate scam.
Yeah.
Because, like, the likelihood of him
There's a
DMing you for real is
possibility.
crazy.
There's a possibility what I saw was faked. Perhaps it wasn't the real Elon Musk. Perhaps it was the real Elon Musk parody, in parentheses. I bet
Well,
real
I
Elon
mean,
Musk
Blue
parody.
check. Truly he destroyed the
was
site.
he DMing him going, "Hey, this is Elon. I could really use your help. I'm stranded."
Yeah.
I could use your help. I need $200. Can you
Listen,
Here's my hashtag. I will
my
give you a
father,
steak and
I
Tesla.
have all this money that was left by my father, but in order to get it out, I need
Yes, it needs to
several
be transferred by
$1,000s.
you.
I need several $1,000s from you, and then I'll pay you back millions of dollars.
Do you think there was one real Nigerian prince?
Yes.
Like, just do you think one of them? I think, like, statistically, it's gotta be one.
He's just sitting there going, "I just really needed some help, and I just
I
nobody
got a-
helped
the
me."
I got a cousin who fell for it.
mistrusted man.
I got a cousin who
Really?
came in one day and he was so excited. He's like, "Charlie, you ain't gonna believe it, son. My ship's done come in. I'm helping out a Nigerian prince." I put both hands over my mouth, went, "Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no." And like he's seen the color go out of my face. And I just said, "How much
Did
did
he
they get
already
you?"
transfer the money?
Yes. How much did they get you for? I sent him, he said, I think it was $2,000.
Oh God, that's terrible.
I was like, "We got to go to the bank. We got to cancel all that. We have to change all your passwords." I tried to explain to him about I had to set him down and be like, "Dude, you got to hear me on this. These dudes are bad dudes. You know, not all Nigerians are bad, okay? Let's be nice here, Frankie. I know how you really feel. But the Nigerians...
Just the alleged princes.
The alleged princes.
Yeah, the alleged princes. So, did you guys go to the bank in time?
No, he lost that money.
Oh God!
Nigeria
God.
got that one.
You know, it's like they may not win much on the Olympics, but by God.
God, did you see the Olympics? We didn't talk about Reagan, did we? An Australian woman who was a doctor somehow hornswoggled her way
That was the
into
only
being
clip
a
from the Olympics
breakdancer.
that I actually saw. That was the only moment from the Olympics this year that
She
I
got
even knew about.
a 0. It was so bad. That's how bad her
I thought it
breakdancing
was a joke. I thought it was like the
It
video
was a
itself.
joke.
No, but I thought like that video was like, oh, this is like SNL or something. Like,
Yeah, you
obviously
thought
they
like
just wanna
somebody
put-
just faked it, gonna hop
Yeah,
around
someone
like
just
a
greens,
kangaroo.
Someone's just really good at After Effects. They popped it right in there. I can't comprehend the fact that that's real.
I saw
I
an
didn't know
AI.
fucking breakdancing was like a thing. I
Well,
didn't
it
even know
know
was.
that it's a category. It's just really funny that someone could joke their way all the way up there.
You know, I used to be able to do the spinneroonie.
Was she serious or was she just?
Oh,
memeing?
she was serious. She was a doctor.
She
And she
looked
thought this was
serious.
her big time. She's like, "This is my moment. I'm Australian, and I'm gonna do a dance here. I'm inspired by my dancing. I do the kangaroo." And then she laid on the ground and like was hopping. Like it was awful.
She did the Homer. She did the Homer Simpson
Oh,
thing.
it was so bad. Oh God, I don't know how they got 0 points. She should have got less than 0. It was miserable.
Zero?
Has-
I thought she actually got something.
0.
I don't know. It's all hearsay. Well, here 0 was deserved.
0.0.
Bro.
Allegedly.
Imagine.
Is she
I'm
still a
going
doctor?
all the way to.
Does she have patients anymore?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of doctor she was.
Is her life?
She
Is
could have
her
been a
life,
she
like,
could have been a
gonna be
butt
normal now?
doctor.
The butt doctor.
Maybe she's a witch doctor.
That would be pretty sick.
I would like to be a witch doctor, Jenna. Can we start practicing black magic voodoo from the
Yes,
Caribbean?
Charles can be a witch doctor, and the two of us are going to be the fat Wojak women.
We're just fat girlfriends.
I saw the witch doctor, and this is what he said. Make those
Like-
girls fat.
Fat maxing for fall because everything pumpkin spice is out.
Fat.
Guys, listen.
Fat,
it
fat,
is
fat.
fat guy fall. Okay, it's around the corner. start gaining.
Yeah.
Finally, our
There's
time.
white.
Wow.
You know what? Like white boy summer is over. It's fat guy fall.
Yeah, I'm a big burly bastard. Sometimes
Time.
mistaken for a fat guy. I don't like that. You can't mistake a big guy for a fat guy. Two totally different things.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Big guy tends to have smaller legs on average, like inverted triangle. Fat guy is kind of starts as an inverted triangle, but then becomes a circle.
Holy shit!
I'd say it's like lifting ability and athleticism.
I have witnessed many large men in my life, and it's like when you learn how to divide them into a category, it's second nature.
You're not gonna see big fat guys picking up like railroad ties and packing them, or like they're not. You don't see a big fat guy entering the caber toss in Scotland.
You're thinking of the difference between like a villain and a goon.
Yeah,
like a villain can be a big, like a kingpin guy, like a big round guy.
Yeah,
but a goon, he's got to be able to move around and run. Throw things.
It's got to be athletic.
True.
I'm more of a thug than a goon. I think I'm very thuggish.
I have no idea what you look like actually. So
all right, picture.
The image is coming together.
I got one good eye. I'm burned on the one side of my face. Just a terrible, terrible burn. Not from the house fire, but it was a different fire. I got a peg leg. I have 3 fingers on my left hand.
Oh, that's sick. My sister has a peg leg.
Really?
For real?
No.
For real? Like, you didn't ever tell me that. Conversation.
When I say things like that, everyone believes me because I'm like dead ass about everything all the time.
Dead ass?
Bro.
But continue.
Oh, I've already lost my train of thought. Oh, I look like
he's got a peg leg and 3 fingers.
I look like Zap Brannigan. Picture a Zap Brannigan type. That's me. Masculine beyond masculine. Firm in all the right places. Tall and lean and smiling. Full of confidence and arrogance.
Smiling.
I'm a smiling friend.
What about your not related whatsoever, but I'm reading. You went to Childish Gambino?
We went to Childish Gambino. It was in Columbus. I'd never been to Columbus before. It was a very flat city.
Ohio, yeah.
It was in Ohio. Yeah, you know what? What you could do in Ohio? Leave.
Nothing.
That's right.
Leave.
Yeah, leave. Yeah.
We went to that Childish Gambino concert, and then we went out for pizza at like 2:30 in the morning. We found a pizza place.
Oh yeah.
And
Is it any good?
the pizza was better than the concert. I didn't much care for the concert, to be honest. It was a little too loud. It's a little too loud for Charles.
Wow.
I don't like loud.
Concerts loud? What?
No, that's what everyone. Honestly, everyone says this lately, and I'm starting to think there's something to it. Concerts and bars have gotten louder.
Yeah.
In like the last 15 years, they must have. We can't all have gone deaf. There's no way.
I just don't. I think we've all gone autistic. I don't like the loud. I don't like loud noises. I do not like them, Sam. I am. I do not like them.
It's a sensory nightmare. How are you gonna have fun if you can't even hear the music?
The lights and shit were overwhelming. Everybody wanted to stand up. I'm like, man, I don't want to stand up. We got seats. Why can't we just sit here and enjoy this? Him dancing around and being happy, wearing his Iron Man outfit.
You know what? Oh, that's actually true. That like the whole like loud shit has gotten true. Like you could just sit down like at a restaurant and all of a sudden they'll start blasting shit.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just hear I like to move it, move it.
You can't even have like a conversation like at the table. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like,
well, maybe people's conversations are boring and they suck, and the staff don't want to hear them.
Maybe.
People just like everybody's just on their phone now, so nobody actually talks to each other.
Oh, I went out to dinner one day.
I'm on my phone and I talk all day, all the time, uninterrupted.
True.
I am the exception.
I love making phone calls.
True.
I'm a phone call guy. I don't like the text. I feel like the text, like you can't get my tone in a text.
No,
people read my text and think it's the most serious thing in the world.
Person.
And I'm like, man, like you not understanding how sarcastic I was? Me of all people.
There's an art to conveying tone through text for sure. There's an art to conveying sarcasm through
text.
I've
started adding lots of emojis whenever I feel a certain way. Like the laughing emoji, the fart, the poopy face. I add that one a lot. People understand the poopy face.
The poopy face is universal. Because no one really knows what it means. My dad sends it to me with absolutely, like, it doesn't seem ever relevant to the message, but it's
always funny.
there. It's
poop
it's
face.
always looking at me, and it's like, but what did he mean by this? But I don't want to ask because I think the mystery.
Trying to understand boomer humor. It was cool to see they had this like big light rig. It looked like a chandelier kind of thing, and they would put Childish Gambino's face on it sometimes. Like you'd see a little bit of his face and like him singing his songs.
Wow.
Will Smith's daughter was the opening act. I thought she was gonna do like terrible pop music. So I remember
she's very talented.
Good.
I remember her
She's very
doing
talented.
the she whips her hair around song. I remember it being very annoying and being everywhere.
Oh, please. She was like 11.
Right. That's what I pictured
wanna...
this was gonna be. I was like, oh god, this is what this is gonna be.
That's I like her.
She's trying to do like a
she did this,
artsy
like,
soul
Travis Barker and
sister,
stuff.
like I'm a soul singer, like you know. Like
She's
this
not bad.
cool thing, and she
bad.
wanted to talk about gold Buddhas. Like it was a weird like patter. It was odd. She was trying to go for it, and I feel like she got about 3/4 of the way.
I will never deny a woman her right to be weird and strange. All women should be
Yes,
weirder and stranger.
you
She's
have to
doing
have-
the right thing.
You want
You have
women to
to-
be real weird sickos?
But you have
Oh,
to be
God,
able to go
imagine.
through even if it's just like a phase, you have to have like your weird phase.
You need to have your phase. You need to be cringe. Everyone, but she's not even being cringe. She's being
She's
sincere.
not. I
And
think
there's
she's-
nothing
yeah.
cringe about being sincere.
True.
So anyway, we met Gambino after the concert.
You met it?
Yeah, we met him.
How are you just gonna gloss over this? You're gonna talk about it was loud and,
you
and
have
Will
VIP
Smith's daughter.
access,
Oh,
or-
and I
or what?
met
No, we just waited around the back and like we found our way down and we waited and it was like there he was. Like, hey man, I saw you on Community. You're a YouTube guy. I was like, tell everybody, like, you know, you're the biggest YouTuber of all time between you and Bieber. He didn't seem as amused by that as I thought he'd be.
I mean, it's pretty funny for a total stranger to somehow get backstage at your concert and then instead of saying anything nice, just be like, hey, remember when you were relevant from this other thing that you're desperately trying to distance yourself from?
And remember, there's nobody stranger than me.
I have met some weird people in my life. There is no shortage of weird people. The more online you are, amazingly, the more weirdos you're going to run into in real life.
Oh god,
I
there's
never understood this correlation.
so many strangers, so many weird sickos out there.
And they're real.
Yes.
Did I do it? Did I do it right?
Real weird sickos.
Sounds like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
A little bit. It's a little Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I don't know. It's growing on me. I think I think just as like a quick music sting, I like him. But he was cool. Like, you know, we talked for a few minutes. Like he's like, you know, he was nice. I don't think he was as cool as Weird Al, but who is? Who's as cool as Weird Al?
I want to meet Weird Al.
Dude, I met Weird Al, and he was
on my
the
bucket
coolest
list.
dude. I tell you, maybe the only guy cooler than Weird Al I met. You ever heard of Ben Folds? That guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was a cool dude. I'm like, all right, I understand how this guy gets laid all the time now.
Really?
Like this guy was cool.
Guys who get laid are like a little cool and a medium amount of ugly, and for some reason,
And a little
this
awkward.
is the formula.
A little awkward.
Yes, and a little awkward because everyone just assumes they're a
Well,
little.
look at Pete Davidson.
God, that guy, he's a mongoloid and he's like he's burning through all of Hollywood.
But I have to be nice because he's from Staten Island, which makes him one of the 3 famous people from Staten Island. So I have to be like patriotic.
Who are the other 2 famous people from Staten Island?
We got Christina Aguilera and I guess that's it.
Well, J-Lo's like, okay, so J-Lo and Ben Affleck are like divorcing already.
Oh yeah, Affleck's out. Him and Pete Davidson were spotted holding hands. I saw that.
No, I honestly, on the
You
real,
think that's
like,
fake? You think that's an
You
alleged?
think Pete Davidson's gonna
Yes.
get with J-Lo?
I 100% believe that she's gonna have her
boy toy
post
phase.
Pete, her post relationship Pete.
Who all has he ran through? Has he ran through more than Wilmer Valderrama? Because that guy ran through a lot of chicks.
Kim Kardashian, Ariana Grande,
Yeah,
Kate Beckinsale.
yeah, I remember that. She was in the werewolf vampire movies.
Kate Beckinsale?
That's what everybody remembers her from. What's the vampire? She has guns and she's in leather. They did 2 or 3 of them.
No idea. Let me see what else. Like those
Underworld?
are the ones that I can.
That feels
Yes.
right. That sounds right. I'm
I
sure
just
she was in
remember
like
looking
something
like-
else that people know.
Let's see. Let me look up the girlfriends list because I don't even know at this point. Harley Aquinolo. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Yeah, I never heard of them.
Kaya Gerber, Olivia O'Brien.
Is she the heiress to the Gerber fortune?
Isn't Kaya Gerber like 19 or something? How old is she?
Yeah, she's young. She's young.
How old is Pete?
no,
Pete can't be 22.
Pete's like 30.
No, she's not Gerber. She's who's her mother? Famous supermodel. Who's Kaya Gerber's mother?
Hold on. I can tell you right now.
She's like mega famous. I'm just losing her. I'm losing the name right now.
Pete Davidson is 30. I'm genuinely shocked. I
I
thought he
told
was
you
like
he's
22.
like 30.
I thought he was just a baby boy.
Cindy Crawford. Cindy Crawford.
Yes, there we go.
Yes.
Wait, Pete Davidson got Cindy Crawford?
Her daughter.
Oh, he
Kaya
got
Gerber.
the daughter.
Kaya Gerber is her daughter.
Okay. Does she have the birthmark thing, like the big, like the black spot?
No, but she looks like her mom. She's beautiful
She looks
like her mom.
just like her mom.
Man,
She's
that
like a
sucks for Pete
Beautiful
Davidson.
human deer.
Well, he has a repertoire of absolutely like knockout women.
And
So
here's the thing:
being
once
funny,
you get
like,
one,
takes you far.
once you
Takes
get
you really
one,
fucking far.
once you get one hot chick, suddenly all other hot chicks like, oh, it's okay to go with this guy because other hot chicks been there. That's all
And
it
he's
takes.
he's got them butthole eyes, man. I can't. Get
He's got a
past them.
butthole face. He's got a butthole personality.
Eyes. You know what? I think this is mostly what fucking kicked it off was Ariana, because he went from like straight from Ariana Grande, and then it was to Kate Beckinsale, and then it was to Kim.
He's doing a world tour of pussy.
There's a
Bro, he really has, dude. Like his body
world
count is
tour of
fucking
puss.
crazy.
Did I actually make you laugh? I don't think I've ever made you laugh.
Oh
That's
man!
awesome. I win.
Somebody showed
You know
me
what?
these cats last night. They were the biggest cats in the world. I forget what they call it. A Matacune?
Yeah.
The Manul cats
If-
from Russia? The
I
big
don't,
round ones?
I don't. It was like they were big. Like you could hold it
Frankie
up, but it
made
was
one.
like man-sized. And
Yes.
I thought, I just without missing a beat, I just said, "Oh my god, that's the biggest puss I ever saw."
Big
Oh
old
my
pussy.
god! You know what? You know what I did last night for any reason? I was going through the degeneracy of my Twitter timeline.
That's always the
And-
best.
You were
For
going
some
through
reason-
your
Make sure
page
everybody
or
to
just your
follow
timeline?
Real Weird
Just
Sickos.
the timeline. Just the timeline. And there's something that I've avoided ever since like the whole like Diddy like allegations
man.
and stuff started surfing.
Yeah.
There's something that I specifically avoided, okay?
What
I
is
av-
that?
I avoided the Meek Mill Diddy audio.
What's going on there? I don't know anything about it.
This is this is like I don't even know.
Okay.
Meek Mill went to
There is-
jail
there
and
is
everybody liked him.
audio.
That's all I got.
There is audio of some cheek clapping between the rapper Meek Mill and
Yeah.
Diddy.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Azalea Banks was like the first person to call this years ago.
Yes,
And just nobody
yes.
listened to her.
Nobody listened to her, and I love
she
her.
knows everything, though.
I fucking
Oh, I love
love
Azalea.
her.
I'm an Azalea truther.
Love her. And
I love her.
So are you saying that they were butt buddies? Allegedly.
bro, so like I've avoided this audio like the plague because it's been out for like I don't know the better part of like a few months ever since like a lot of the Diddy audio, like a lot of the Diddy allegations. As soon as those really started to kind of come up, there was that leaked audio, and I stayed away from it because everybody says it's just awful.
Well, yeah, you know, the thing about sex is that it sounds terrible.
It sounds terrible. Nobody wants to hear
Yeah,
anybody
it's a
else
lot of-
It's
say.
getting good, it sounds terrible.
But there's something I guess about this audio, and I didn't know till last night because
It's because you could put a face to the name.
Did they walk
Yeah,
up like
because
was it like, "Hey Meek
somebody-
Mill, I'm Puff Daddy"?
somebody posted a TikTok,
Oh god.
and it was unrelated, and it was like of some I don't know, it was like of some Korean girl doing something that wasn't dirty, it wasn't filthy, it wasn't nasty.
Was she
And they
eating
put
like
the audio
cranberries
like,
or something?
she was doing something, and she was like showing like somebody like around a restaurant or something, and then they said, "Oh, turn the audio all the way up."
Oh,
so
God.
I did, and then I'm sitting there going, "Wait, is this
gay sex on my Twitter timeline? Are you serious right now?
Dude, it was fucking nuts. And then I realized what it was. I said, "Is this the audio that I was trying to avoid?" So I finally had to bite the bullet and look up Diddy
You had to
Meek
bite the
Mill
pillow?
audio,
So you had to
and
hear
that's
it.
what it was. It's foul. It is fucking foul. Like, okay, so like they're trying to be like gangster, like kind of dirty talking, because he was just like,
No.
he was like,
No.
he was like, N-word, fuck that hole. And it was like, oh
Whoa,
my God.
whoa, he busted out an N? You can't bust out an N.
Bro, it was.
They're calling each other N's while they're inside each other?
Yes.
I don't want to hear this tape.
You guys don't know this, but I'm cutting microbangs as we're speaking, like to this, and I just
No,
can't come up.
no. Don't do
I
it
can't-
yourself.
I can't think of I used to trim my bangs all the time. I still do. I shave
Do
them.
you?
I just think this is like a really good backdrop to me cutting like a fucked up style into my hair.
Not every
I'm learning all of this for the first
We
time.
need
right
the space
Every
buns.
time you do your
Everybody wants
bangs,
those buns.
you're gonna be thinking about Meek Mill and Diddy banging now.
Yeah.
When you do your bangs.
Yeah.
That's
It's
amazing.
sealed.
I have
That's
a
it.
question, Jenna. Who is the man? Who is the woman?
Hey, man.
Diddy
It's
was the Diddy was he was the top, if that's what you're
All
asking.
right, yeah, that makes sense.
Meek Mill was the
Alleged top.
It's so funny how you went out of your way not to hear this. I've never even know. Because
I've never heard of this. I knew that
remember
Puff
who
Daddy
told me-
was in deep
I think
shit.
it was.
When
I
you're
think
not
it was
looking for something, you tend
Xylee.
to run into it, right?
I think it was Xylee that said, just like, whatever you do, if you just, it's really awful. Just don't ever listen to it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna look
Xylee's-
it up.
Like, she's so hooked into this like internet drama, like commentary stuff.
She was
Yeah.
she was covering the whole like Diddy allegations, and I think she was streaming, and she was like, "You don't want to hear the audio, y'all." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna avoid this," because I had heard it from a couple other places around, like, it's bad, don't listen to it. And usually I'm very morbidly curious, like, I want to know.
Yeah.
But for something about this one, I was like, you know what? This is just something better left unknown. But
It's like the 2 girls 1 cup deal. You don't want to see it.
nobody
Yes, you
wants.
do.
Nobody.
Everyone wanted to see that. That's why it got as much traction as it did.
That's why there were so many reaction videos back in like 2008.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the best example because everyone that I know that's ever seen that video has sought it out intentionally.
Do you think it
I
was
certainly
fake?
did.
Do you think
The
that was
first
ice
time
cream?
I saw it, it was
No,
somebody that showed it
the
to me.
story's been told. It was like pistachio ice cream or some shit. It was
Yeah.
like food.
That's why it was. You could tell that it was a little bit like because of all the little nuts in it to make it look kind of nutty. It was definitely soft serve.
They
But it
should
was
have
still
put
up
corn.
the ass.
I know
First time
everyone's
I
already
saw it.
said this, but they really should have put corn, and then there would be no question.
Bro, that would have actually been
Just
way
a
more
handful
based.
of
You
corn.
guys, you weird
Somebody
corn people,
remake
you're
this.
not thinking.
Remake it.
Please don't
Updating.
remake
So
it.
you're wanting to
You're not gonna
see
beat the classic.
2 girls
No,
1
you're not.
cup updated for modern audiences. I think I figured
Updated
out.
4K, gone sexual, 1080p remaster
The reboot.
with corn.
It's time for the reboot.
What was the reason for my music sting? Did I say the keyword?
Yes.
What was
Where's
it?
yours? Where's yours?
Oh,
Yeah.
mine. Here's mine.
Real weird
No.
sickos.
The podcast. Where's yours?
Mask bastard. That's Charles. Da 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 da.
Well, no. Where is this?
I don't have one. I'll make one for next time.
Oh my
Shame.
fuck!
Shame.
Make me a different one because I fucking hate AI.
You don't like
country.
the country?
I hate.
Can I get like
country.
a PC music one? I don't know if AI even has enough I don't know if there's even enough training data out there, but I want to know if they can make a song like that.
So what, like an electronic computerized thing?
It's a very specific genre of like hyperpop. It kind of only existed for 8 years. It's got a weird sound. Just curious. If
I want one that's like a
Why
city pop
only
song.
8 years?
Meme bastard,
I don't know.
bring in memes. Meme bastard. You know, that's what I want. Some real smooth city pop. Japanese city pop.
I'm sure it can do that. Everybody and their mother has made their own city pop thing at this point. There's so much training data out there for you to harness.
We didn't even get through like half of our notes. Should I go through the plot of all of Dragon Ball now?
No, I
hit the highlights only. Hit the interesting stuff.
We'll save that for next time. I've got
yes, sir.
Let's see. Oh, Wendy's has announced a Krabby Patty.
Yeah, I saw. The way it was phrased, I thought it was coming out today. It's coming out in November.
Yeah, that would have made sense. Why announce it today?
That was rude.
I wanted to mention.
Is there gonna be like fights? Is there gonna be fucking fights at Wendy's now when people are like?
I hope so. I want to be. I know World Star doesn't exist anymore, but like my greatest dream is for a terrible fight to break out in front of me, and I'm just like a random bystander, but I'm in the video and I'm immortalized forever, just standing there like an idiot looking. So I really want there to be a fight at Wendy's.
Okay, so it's basically just a Wendy's burger.
But it says it's a Krabby Patty.
Did they do anything to it? Is anything about it different?
Are they giving us kelp? Are we getting kelp fries?
No, it just costs $3 more.
Are we getting diet? Are we getting diet Dr. Kelp?
Dr. Kelp. How can I eat my meal without my diet Dr. Kelp?
Hey, where's the pickles? No pickles. That guy.
Bubble Bass.
I love that guy. The no pickles guy. When we were in the hotel the other day,
I have a question for you.
I was flipping the channels watching SpongeBob. They had one on where SpongeBob's mother like took over the Krusty Krab, and that guy walked back in and was going to be a dick to their mothers. But then his mother showed up. You know the big fat guy with the no pickles guy?
Bubble Bass.
Bubble Bass.
Bubble Bass. He has a name. I just assumed he was Wings of Redemption Boogie type.
You are clearly not a sponge connoisseur. Like
no,
you're not at all.
It's probably a little too old for Mr. SpongeBob. I know I've watched a lot of the first couple of years, but I feel like
that's the only stuff worth watching. That's the consensus. No one who truly fucks with SpongeBob acknowledges anything after the movie
like Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is eternal. I could watch Looney Tunes all day, but all
the good stuff was before 2004.
Like, we just flipping the channels and caught that one on. It's like, oh, that is SpongeBob. I ain't seen this shit in years. It's so weird flipping channels now. Like, it feels like an alien world. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a good one. I could not help but notice my CIA trigger word in the notes. DeviantArt. What's that about?
Oh, God. Oh, God. I wanted to avoid this. I thought, well, if the girls don't bring it up, we won't mention it, but we're going to mention it now.
First one.
Woo! Yeah, because it was front of mind as I was writing these notes. So I may have seen myself as a werewolf with another person who is a werewolf inside of another person who is also a werewolf.
Was it Meek Mill? Was he there?
No. This was
different guys inside of other guys.
I got the tip off from somebody 20 years ago. They're like, "Hey, have you seen what they posted online?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, you gotta go check their DeviantArt, man. They got you as a werewolf, plowing them. I was like, "You kidding me?" So
at least they put you on top. It's like a little bit.
True.
I feel like that's a little bit different.
It's like there was an X-ray of the wieners going in. I don't know what we could say on YouTube. But it was hilarious to see, and it was like, oh yeah, that's me as a werewolf. And then I'm scrolling through the DeviantArt, I'm like, oh, that's totally me. That's totally me. I felt like Kino pointing at the screen, oh, that's literally me. That's literally me.
No.
Yeah, it was a weird feeling. I don't know what year these were posted. This could have been 10 years ago.
A fan or?
Oh no, this was an ex lover from many years ago. I haven't spoken to this person in maybe 20 years at this point. What year was? Golly, I want to say 2007, 2006. But that was clearly me as a werewolf, and the other werewolf looked like them. It was weird, man.
It is very, very, very disconcerting.
When
there's
laughed.
someone you don't talk to and you check in and they're still you still exist in their mind.
This could have been This could have been drawn 10 years ago. I didn't look at the dates.
I see.
This could have been sitting there drawn of me 10 years ago, them fantasizing oh yeah, remember Charles? Let's make him a werewolf plowing me. Like, never would have thought that they would be into, like, all this furry stuff. Like, their whole DeviantArt page was a lot of, like, it was pure degeneracy. I mean, I've seen this. I mean, I'm talking, like, Cannibal Corpse album covers.
You think you know a guy.
Yeah, you think you know a guy.
That makes me sleepy.
Yeah. So we were a werewolf, but it's like they had this X-ray looking thing on, like, the wieners, and I just can't believe that it did that.
Yeah, that's like a
thing.
No, that's a huge, like, hentai thing specifically.
Yeah, I don't
So,
watch
like,
that shit. I don't know anything about it.
I don't watch anything. However, it is like my job to look at the shit on.
Oh,
there, so,
yeah, there you go.
She has to sift.
Yeah, I have seen a mind-blowing amount of I feel like we already used a lot of bad words. I'm not trying to get you in trouble.
X-ray
I've seen a
wieners.
mind-blowing amount of artwork, including X-ray wieners, of Fox and Falco.
But you've never seen yourself as a
Oh,
werewolf.
no, not...
I've seen a lot. I've seen things that I genuinely, like, I feel like I've seen everything that there kind of could be. Like, I feel like every combination of words I've already kind of witnessed.
Yeah.
Nothing shocking. Nothing shocking anymore.
I don't know.
It wasn't shocking. It was just like I just didn't think of this, and someone did. But
I was just shocked looking through their stuff. Like, there was a lot of, like, they said that they were ace, demisexual. Like, I don't even know what this shit means. I think that's asexual, which is like, I guess at some point in the last 10 years, 15 years, they changed, like it's a weird thing to read. All this stuff, and I was tipped off about it by an old friend. I was like, oh. Weird that they would have, like, stumbled across that and been like, oh, I gotta, like, tell Charles.
On the real, that is, like, sexual harassment. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that is.
Really?
If you're drawing that, yes.
I feel like sexually, person? Impressed or something. Like, I feel like, oh man, they were thinking of me. Like, good for them.
I mean, they might have been thinking of you, but, like, I don't know if anyone really wants to be thought of the way that the person who drew werewolf.
I was a pretty muscular-looking werewolf. You should have seen these werewolves. I can't show anybody this. I didn't write down their username. I didn't want to see. I was like, I don't want to see this. We have to, like, we've moved on. This is old stuff. It's over. It's done. Just let the past be the past. But I was a buff werewolf.
I mean,
like,
if it makes
super buff.
happy, that's
I was like so impressed. I don't feel happy about it. I like happy's not the right emotion. Ambivalent. Maybe that's the right emotion.
So for anyone who's never heard of this phenomenon before, I'm just gonna put this out there in case you find yourself in this position. If someone makes sexual fan art of you, that is harassment. Unless this is something that the both of you like. Well, yeah, no.
So if I was to draw a stick figure right now, and a stick figure so it's stick figure and label it Frankie, and another stick figure and label it Jenna, and then I had the stick figures kissing, that would be harassment.
I think you'd be fine.
What if the stick figures were like clearly had sexual organs added to them, but it was still in stick figure style?
I mean, I think it would be really funny, but my point is, like, if anyone in the world if you ever encountered this type of art that someone made of you, and it makes you uncomfortable, and their intent was obviously malicious or, like, fucked up, you don't have to take that sitting down. You can actually do something about that.
Maybe they just really wanted to see you eating Wonder Bread.
Or some people, listen, I don't know, everyone's different, but I feel like that's something that people should know.
Yeah.
Case in point, the Shadman drawing art of real children. That's
bad.
Exactly,
that's not fun. Let's not even. Can we just not talk about that ever?
Yes.
I don't ever want to hear about that guy or SA or unaliving and all the bad stuff in the world. Can't we just have fun and talk about werewolf art?
Yes, you're right. My bad.
Anyway, there was X-ray on the wieners, and that was the funniest part. God, it was so funny.
Oh my god.
I don't know how we'll top that. Real Weird
can't.
Sickos.
We
Like and
can't-
subscribe. We've got music I'll play.
Real weird sickos.
Then we got Doe's song.
No, change that.
Where can we find you, Jenna? Where are we gonna find
Yeah,
Dojins?
same shit everywhere. That's terrible.
Dojins on Twitter,
Terrible.
Dojangles. What about Scumbagovich?
I like mine. I don't know.
I like hers.
Yeah,
I
hers
like
rules. Hers
Yes.
I feel like
legitimately
it came out
rules.
perfect.
Like it's just the right amount of sting.
Frankie. At the same name, right, you know,
They are
that's
actually.
what I really
which,
like
no
about
one
it.
does.
Yeah. Well, I understand. I worked in radio briefly. I understand how it works. You got for a sting to be a sting, it can't be. Here's 30 minutes of like this long drawn out song about Scumbagovich and Dojena.
I would never want to.
It needs to be like a 3-second clip that just, it's exactly what you need it to be.
Can I put in a request?
Real
Sure.
weird sickos.
Can you make a song about the 400-pound girlfriends?
Ooh, I
Yes,
could make a song.
Make it about
that.
us. Make it about us.
I
What
can make
genre?
that. We'll do that next time.
In Taylor Swift mode.
No,
All right.
please.
Oh,
please.
somewhere on my
Yeah,
Instagram
gotta
I
be
have
obnoxious.
one.
It's gotta be
I can't-
obnoxious.
I
Maybe
gotta be-
maybe last year I made one. It was Taylor Swift and Garfield. So she's on a date with Garfield, and it's singing a song. I met you on a Monday, and you broke up with me the next day. Ooh, Garfield. Like she's going on about Garfield. Broke up with me on a Monday. Ooh, I should have known that you wouldn't stay. It's a really ridiculous thing. And there's a picture. It's clearly Taylor Swift, or so it looks kind of like her, on a date with Garfield, like eating spaghetti.
Doesn't he eat lasagna?
Yeah, but he's eating spaghetti in this picture, Frank.
No wonder he broke up with her.
Yeah.
Made him do that shit.
Oh, you gonna order me
Ew.
spaghetti? I hate spaghetti, and I hate Mondays.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, bye.
I hate liking and subscribing. It's Garfield time. Alright, I gotta stop the podcast now. Werewolves.
Bye.
Okay.
was good.
That's good.